Each element on the slide has its own dedicated channel in the timeline sequencer. In that channel, they have a block that is representing their position on the slide and how long they are previewed on the slide. Now, each of the blocks are able to be positioned and moved depending on when you want this element to be shown and previewed. The gray area shows that the element will not be visible, and that's the empty part of the channel, so then the element is not previewed. The part in the beginning that is a bit more darker in its color is the animation for entering on the slide, and you can expand that to become longer as an animation. So for example, if we move the element here, we will see if we play the slide that one of the buttons takes much longer to be previewed fully. And when the animation ends, it becomes like the others. Also, we can choose for it to start previewing later, or move around some of the other buttons so that they have a sort of a transition in there showing on the slide. Let's have a look. As you can see, they appear one by one, and the last one takes much longer for it to become solid because the animation is longer. If we expand the animation for the rest, we will see that they will also become much slower in their appearing, but there is a gradient of the speed, so we can design the transitional movements of the elements. The next thing we have to focus on is the part of the channel when the element is previewed. We see that they are previewed for most of the time, and also we have to decide when they should exit the stage and the slide, and we can arrange for an exit transition for them to disappear one by one. But have in mind that exit animations are not active by default, so if you want to have some sort of an animation for the button when it exits, you would have to activate it by double-clicking on it and then selecting the animation type. We're going to speak about those in another clip, but for now we're going to do a little experiment. We will show this picture a few times, so we drag the block a bit into the slide, and we're going to draw a smaller block in the same channel so that we demonstrate how it could appear and disappear and then again appear on the slide at various times. Let's show it and preview. Now we see that it entered and now it disappeared. Again entered and disappeared. Entered and disappeared. You may want to activate exit animations because otherwise it will disappear immediately, so a fade out or removing it with a slide from the view of the learner or the trainee is a good idea. But be careful when you are creating different blocks because they have to be solid. If you, for example, make a block but it has gaps, it would not materialize. So a good idea is to create a small block that is solid and then expand on it, because that way you can arrange its length much easier than to create one big solid line that may not stay on the timeline, because if it breaks in one place, it will get cancelled